Want some barbecue for Memorial Day, but you don't have any pig? Well, I got you covered with this pulled pork style venison, and I'm going to do you a solid and throw in a homemade spicy barbecue sauce. That's day 23 of Mason Jar Mayhem, where us and 4 of the creators are showing you how to preserve the unexpected. We're going to start this by making our sauce. We use 1 cup of homemade ketchup, a 1/4 cup apple cider vinegar, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of W sauce, 1 tablespoon of homemade spicy mustard, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 teaspoons of hot sauce, and something like Frank's will work just fine, a 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes for that back end burn, and then a pinch of salt. And yes, there's going to be a recipe card at the end of the video. Now all of that gets combined into a saucepan over medium heat and brought to a low simmer and then cooked uncovered for about 30 minutes. While we're waiting on that, we take our venison, and I used backstrap here, and cut it into about 1-inch cubes, and you want to make sure you get as much of that silver skin off as possible. To process this, we're going to fill our jars with about 3/4 full of raw venison and then top it off with a barbecue sauce, making sure to maintain a 1-inch headspace. The sauce needs to be pourable, so thin it with a little water or ACV if necessary, and there should be some sauce left over for later. You're welcome. Once the jars are filled, debubble very well, clean the rims with vinegar, and put on new lids and rings. These get processed in a pressure canner for 75 minutes for pints and 90 minutes for quarts, or if you're feeling like a rebel, go ahead and water bath it for 3 hours. To prepare this, just pour the contents into a saucepan and reheat. And once it's hot enough, use a fork to shred the venison to the consistency you want. I'm making a sandwich with a little bit of cowboy candy and that leftover sauce we talked about. Now, before I put a hurting on this sandwich, I want to remind y'all to look for Ashley at My Basic Homestead's video tomorrow. She's making a rhubarb lemon curd. Now, here's that recipe. Go can something weird.